This is the first sight in our lineup that combines both React technology and vertical inline pin technology, which are both exclusively at Trophy Ridge. Some of the really cool things about the React V5 is the React technology. And for some of you that don't know what that is, it allows you to sight in your 20-yard pin with your elevation and windage blocks, and then sight in one more distance, being your 30, 40, 50, or 60-yard pin. Once you sight that pin in with your bottom adjustment, all of your pins, 30, 40, 50, and 60-yard pins, are going to move in conjunction with each other. Once you've sighted in that 20-yard and one other distance, you're mathematically impossible to be inaccurate at any of those distances. The React V5 also incorporates ballistics copolymer, which is the strength of aluminum but 25% lighter, and it has a soft touch feel for vibration reduction. It also has second axis adjustments. It has toolless micro click windage and elevation blocks, obviously a glow ring, a sight light, and a level for your shooting stability.
The sight that Don has on his bow is the Covert 1 pin, and it has the world's first quick change pin technology.
That's right, it's very simple to change. The removal of one Allen set screw, you can change pin diameter and pin size in seconds. Another nice feature this sight has is a 1.8-inch aperture window.
And I love the glow-in-the-dark shooter's ring, especially for our hunting situations when we hunt in the blinds all the time and it's dark inside.
For sure. Any low light situation, that glow-in-the-dark ring just helps you get on that animal that much more quickly.
One of our favorite things on a Covert 1 pin is the detachable sight bracket.
Yes, this is very cool. Just unscrew the screw and your whole bracket comes off that easy.
That's awesome.
It's perfect. For those backpack trips, or if you go to, getting ready to go on a hunting trip, you put your bow in your case, you find out the sight sticks out too far. Not a problem now, just take it right off. It's pretty simple.
And it has the 5 preset positions to where it goes right back on your bow exactly where you had it.
Covert. First of pin technology, the world's first quick change pin technology. Change pin size and pin color in seconds. Includes .010 and .019 interchangeable quick change pins. Extra long, fully protected green, red, and yellow fibers. Ultra smooth, easy one-hand adjustment. Gravity line. Rotational adjustment aligns pin movement with gravity. Aperture housing also includes vertical and horizontal tilt adjustments. Adjustable second and third axis illumination level. Micro adjustable windage and elevation. Accepts a 1.87 magnifying lens, sold separately. Includes over 120 pre-marked yardage tapes to simplify setup. Detachable bracket design, easy bow storage. Precision machined aluminum sight construction. Stainless steel mounting hardware. Adjustable long range yardage stop customizes maximum yardage setting. Adjustable yardage pointer for left and right-handed shooters. Optional quiver mounting bracket allows quiver to mount directly to sight or sit behind the sight for better bow balance.
You know, millions of bow hunters have come to rely on Truglo for their hunting sights.
Right, because brightness counts. Count on Truglo.
Wow.
But you need to check out the new Hyperstrike 5-pin sight. This brand new sight is packed with the most requested features. DDP pin, smaller pins for longer ranges. The Pro Bright pins are strong and thin.
Sightline system for long range alignment and torque reduction. Mounted next to the level, so you don't have to look at different places while trying to maintain alignment.
Micro adjustable for windage and elevation.
Max-A-Mount. The mount has 3 sight radius positions, each with a low and high settings for lots of mounting options.
Hyperstrike comes with the new TruLight Pro, 3-position rotary sight light. The light illuminates the pins and the sightline system.
Also available without the sightline feature in black or camo. You know, we have trusted and relied on the innovation and the new technology that Truglo has constantly brought to the archery industry.
Right, every year they come out with new products and we're excited to share them with you again. But the biggest thing you have to remember is when brightness counts.
Yep, count on Truglo.
I'm at the archery range today, sighting in my bow. It's almost June right now, we're just coming off of turkey season. And for turkey hunting, I like the simplicity of using a single pin sight. And this season I was using the Trophy Ridge Alpha Slide sight. And this is because the shots I take at turkeys are rarely over 20 yards, so with a single pin sight, there's just no guesswork. But when it comes to shooting longer distances, like practicing at the range like I am today, or shooting 3D shoots during the summer, or deer hunting in the fall, I prefer to use a multi-pin sight. What I have on my bow today is a Trophy Ridge React H5 sight. It's a 5-pin sight that incorporates their React technology, which is really cool, and I'll show you how that works. So first up, I'm gonna sight in the 20-yard pin. Okay, so my 3-shot group at 20 yards was about 4 inches low, and this top pin is actually fixed in the sight housing. It doesn't move like the rest of the pins. So you use the micro windage and elevation adjustments to dial in your 20-yard pin. So now that I'm set at 20, next up is the 30-yard pin. And now I'm gonna use the master adjustment knob to dial in at 30 yards. And notice how turning the knob only barely moves the 30-yard pin, but the bottom pin, the 60-yard pin, moves substantially more. That's the React technology. Okay, the grouping is still about 2 inches low. So we use the master adjustment knob and drop down the pins just a little bit more. Well, there we go. 3-shot group, all dialed in at 30 yards. And with the React technology, now that means that 40, 50, and 60 are automatically sighted in. So that's it. I'm sighted in, 5 pins, 20 to 60 yards in a short amount of time with a minimal amount of work. Check out the Trophy Ridge React H5. You'll appreciate all the technology that they've put into this sight.
This is the Apex Covert Pro Power Dot sight that Don is really excited about to use this fall.
This is an excellent sight, one of my favorites for sure. Has a lot of great features on it. The main thing is the scope housing has crosshairs with a power dot in the center. And the awesome thing is it has 11 different adjustments on it. You can go real dim if you're in a blind, or you can go real bright if you're in a tree stand.
Scope housing has crosshairs with lighted center dot for superior long distance accuracy.
It's ultra smooth, easy one-hand adjustment. So that way when that bug's out there, it's crunch time, you can get that sight exactly where you want it. You can do it quickly and easily.
Aperture housing also includes vertical and horizontal tilt adjustments.
Adjustable second and third axis level. You know, along with the glow-in-the-dark shooter's ring and the crosshairs being built in with a power dot sight that has 11 different adjustments on it, it's machined aluminum. This is a very heavy, well-built sight. It's one of my favorites, the power dot.
The Carbon XS Xtreme. It's an ultralight carbon composite archery sight. This is a sight that I am telling you is absolutely amazing.
They added more driven features than ever before, including a longer mounting bracket, extended windage and elevation adjustments, larger aperture, and even brighter pins.
The ultralight carbon composite construction, this sight weighs less than 4.2 ounces.
It has the True Flow fiber design, which is an extra long fibers for maximum brightness.
Here's some of the other things. It's got a reversible bracket for greater vertical adjustability.
Right, and it's adjustable for left or right-handed.
Again, the new glow-in-the-dark shooter's ring is alignment for the outer aperture ring for improved peep alignment.
Right, it's also included with a removable push-button LED light. It comes in black, Realtree Extra, AP Pink, Lost, and Lost AT camos.
Bottom line, the Carbon XS Xtreme, yeah, it's your go-to sight.
We're dedicated to bringing new and reliable products to our loyal customers year after year. Introducing the Clutch. This is a crossover sight that delivers both target range performance with the ability to quickly acquire yardages in the field while hunting. The friction drive system creates smooth and repeatable movement for precise pin placement. The Clutch is 100% machined aluminum, has stainless steel hardware, micro windage and elevation adjustments, and second axis adjustments. Double-sided tape enables both target and hunting performance simultaneously. Essentially, you can use one side for target adjustments with a different arrow trajectory and use the other side for your hunting rig with a different arrow trajectory. The fine point needle is located on both sides for precision adjustments. The threaded housing also has an ability to accept an optional 1 3/4 inch lens, which is not included. When the moment presents itself, whether it be a target or an animal, be clutch and know that you're using the most reliable and trusted brand in the sight industry, Trophy Ridge.
Have you ever wondered how off level you are when you take a shot? Or how different accessories that you add to your bow might affect the impulse of your bow? I know I have in a lot of different cases, but there's no way to really tell about it. With Garmin Xero's built-in sensors, now I can tell how level I was after every shot. I can help identify any inconsistencies that I may have in my shooting form because of that. Keep this in mind. Think about this. When you shoot, we want that little bubble to be perfectly level. That's our goal every time. But how can you really know? In your mind, you may think you can. With the Garmin Xero, it's going to tell you if you're rolled a little left or a little right. Obviously, we want to be 0, but this will help us work on our form. Also, keep in mind that Garmin Xero also measures the amount of time your bow was vibrating at extreme levels. It does not register total amplitude or frequency of the vibration, only how long it exactly lasted. After each shot in practice mode, you'll see the impulse duration in milliseconds. For example, if you see 93 milliseconds, your bow was at maximum vibration for almost 1/10 of a second. Experiment with different setups to minimize this number, or use it to compare your old bow to your new one. Another cool thing in there is you can look at how many arrows you're shooting in an entire season or in an entire session. You can basically look at this like a mileage counter on your vehicle. How many miles did you drive? Well, how many shots did you take? The Garmin Xero is going to be able to compile all that data for you, whether you want to store it after just one session or the entire year. And it's very simple to do, whether you just want to reset it or let it run all year long.